Good evening. Welcome to the Village Board meeting for the Village of Pleasantville. Today is Monday, November 18. If you are watching live on Monday, November 18, we encourage you to call in if you have comments or questions. Our call-in number is 769-1677. Our next regular meeting is on Monday, December 2 at 7 p.m. And on that occasion at 8 p.m., we also have a joint work session of the Board of Trustees with the Pleasantville Planning Commission, at which we will be reviewing the status of the petitions and the submittals made by two different projects, the Benchmark project at Bedford Road and Maple Hill, and the Toll Brothers project on Washington Avenue. So again, our next regular meeting is Monday, December 2, and that includes a joint work session with the Planning Commission on Benchmark and Toll. We have a raft of announcements to make, but I think I will hold those in abeyance and instead we'll focus on the main event. It's the only time in our lives that we fill up the room for a good reason. So it's the happiest night of the year. It's also our only opportunity to get a select group of Pleasantville kids and a few parents in the jury box. Afterwards, we'll move into vehicles and traffic and you can pass judgment. So we're here, as you all know, for our annual Youth Recognition Night. Various organizations around the village nominate students who are members of their organization for their community service, and we are happy to gather to honor them here. We have a certificate for all of you. As you will note, it's an annual occurrence that lots of people are honored for their work in more than one group, which, just like lots of your parents, is evidence of the kind of volunteer spirit that drives this community. I have often said, and I think will say till my dying day, that I have never lived any place that had such a spirit of civic engagement as does Pleasantville. And filling up this room every year certainly makes clear that that is not only true, but true in spades for our younger generation, with an enormous number of students in high school and even younger than that participating in so many different things. So it's our pleasure and our honor to welcome you here, and we look forward to welcoming each one of you to the podium. So with that, I'll switch locations. We have a bunch of different groups to go through in sequence, and I want to invite, as we move to each group, if there are student members who are leaders in that group, or parent or adult advisors, we encourage them to come up at the outset to comment on what's going on this year and the kinds of activities you have been involved in. If we don't have someone who wants to do that, I'll give a little brief report about what you all do, and then we'll call up each of the honorees for each of those groups. We encourage you to come on up. You'll make a loop around the back, shake hands with the trustees, pick up a small gift. On your second and third and fourth round through, skip the gift. We're watching. So let me just start tonight's recognitions with our Pleasantville Farm Market Committee. I think Peter Rogovan and Steve Bates are here. Can I invite you to describe what these students have done?
Thanks. I'm pleased to be joined by my co-chair, Stuart Vance, also Tony Emerson, who's been a volunteer with the market since its inception, right, 15 years. And this is Steve Bates. For those of you who don't know him, he runs the market. He's our executive director. So the Pleasantville Farmers Market is the largest farmers market in Westchester, and I also think it's the most vibrant and the best, but that's because we all run it, and we're working very hard on it. And we get a lot of comments. Other markets come to see our market, and they ask, what's in the secret sauce? Like, how do you do what you do? How do you get such a big, vibrant market going? And the answer, our first answer is always, it's the community. It's the people who come here and volunteer, give up their Saturdays every week to make sure that all of the visitors are welcome. And it's not just our board members, it's also our interns. We have, how many interns do we have? 7?
7.
We have 7 interns, and they do so much to make our market what it is. They come from Pleasantville. They also come from a couple of neighboring communities. And our model for how we run our internship program, it started 3 years ago, but it's really based on the principles of youth development. They're given real responsibility. They run events, they problem solve, they figure out solutions, they have to be punctual, they work rain or shine, and they meet up with Steve and they talk about what the plan is for the day. I don't know why anyone would ever want to leave this internship other than the fact that it's not paid, but when it is time for them to leave, I think any employer would be happy to have a young person who knows how to handle money, who knows how to handle complaints, and who knows how to greet people with a smile and a really positive attitude every week. So I want to thank all of our interns and their parents for supporting our community and supporting the market. When someone says, and people do say this to us, that they want to stay in Pleasantville or move to Pleasantville because they think the market is such a great part of the community, along with the schools and the Burns and the other things that make this such a nice place to live, I think our interns should take as much pride in that as anyone else who's involved in the market, because if not for them and what they do, we wouldn't be able to have such a great positive experience for the community and for the people who come and visit Pleasantville every week. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Steve Bates, who will recognize our 5 Pleasantville interns. Right.
And just as a synopsis or summary, another way of saying what Peter just said is the kids are just awesome and lots of fun every Saturday. I'd like to call 5 individuals up. Each has represented the efforts of the group, this terrific group of young people, representing the reliability that our interns demonstrated. This individual provided 3.5 hours of grit and reliability on our grand opening day. Do you guys remember that? May 25th, we had a Nordic, wind-driven, sideways rain, and it was about 48. And yet she remained reliable, as did all our interns that day, right to the end of the day. So that would be Sarah Cusack. Sarah. Go get that prize. Our next individual had an eagle eye all season, whether noting a safety concern in the parking lot, situation in the marketplace, or seeing a shopper who needed information. Representing that most valuable trait of taking initiative, Alessandra Malascalo. Are you here tonight, Alessandra? Alessandra. Okay, this volunteer gets the award for Best Smile. Always brightening other people's days, always displaying a willingness to leap in and help, representing the positive quality of having a positive attitude, is Melanie Stopler. And she may be waiting for the elevator, so.
She's coming.
Still smiling, still smiling. Hey, Melanie, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, now this individual of our 2 remaining quietly became indispensable. He came on time, was aware of what needed to be done, what was needed. He helped out with our music program and other tasks. Representing accountability is Jeffrey Wang. Congratulations, Jeffrey. Our crew of volunteers, to wrap up, owned a few big events, and none was larger than our annual tie-dye T-shirt day, which had me quaking in my boots from the moment that I heard about it. It required our team, who really owned the event, to hand-tie rubber bands around 100-plus shirts over the course of a month, prep signs, organize in meetings ahead of time, and finally pull together as a team, and take this last clause, to successfully run an event where over 100 children of any age were able to use permanent inks to dye T-shirts of their own design. Now that was something the interns handled on their own and did incredibly well. Representing the teamwork that day really, that came through that day with his masterful work in the Wild ink refilling booth and celebrating his birthday today, David Zweibaum. that wraps up our, our gratitude to these volunteers. It's just very deep, and I hope you all get a chance to come by the market. If you see a young kid there that's working with us, thank them for their time.
Thank you, guys. In the nearly unimaginable circumstance that we have misspelled someone's name on their certificate, do not hesitate to drop it off to Patty and Judy with the correction, and we'll fix it. So you should not suffer in silence, but I think we've got it. I think we've got it mostly right. Our next group up is Troop 12 from the Pleasantville Boy Scouts. Is there anyone here from Troop 12? All right, here's the story from there are two nominees from Troop 12, and they have participated in all kinds of community service projects, raising funds to help less fortunate scouts, volunteering at council events, participating in the Memorial Day Parade, and providing various service projects around the church. These are young men who have demonstrated exemplary leadership and hard work in a long tradition of such accomplishment at Troop 12. So we are here to honor Thomas Bostwick. Understood. So pick up a backpack for him. And Brendan Largy. He's either not here or trapped in the crowd. We have a long list from the Pleasantville Presbyterian Church Youth Group. Is there someone who'd like to comment about the activities of that group? We have a volunteer. Welcome, Brian. Welcome. There are 3 seats in the front. If any 4 seats are looking to take a seat. So go ahead, sir.
Sure.
Let us know what the youth group is.
Yeah. So my name is Brian. I work at the Presbyterian Church, and the Presbyterian Youth Group is it's a really neat group of people. We meet weekly, usually on Sundays from 6 to 8. It's a time for these amazing young people to just sort of be themselves. We focus on faith, fellowship, something, and friends, and of course, mission. There's this whole mission statement that cannot be expected to remember at the moment. And over the past year, we've done a lot of really amazing projects giving back. We've prepared meals for members of the community, of our church family. We have purchased, fundraised, wrapped and shipped gifts to families in Central Appalachia. We have made cards for sick or homebound individuals in the church. We have done meals for a homeless men's shelter, and just countless other things. The list goes on. And if you ask me, the most amazing thing is that there's no pushing or prodding. These kids just want to do it. It's sort of their desire, and I think that's commendable.
I thank you, sir. Why don't you stay here, and you can help honor the list of people, starting with Catherine Berg. Come around. You got to get your backpack. Full of volunteerism, but not good at directions. Callie Bronkema. Thank you. Dylan Bronkema. Oscar Marchi. Olivia Nemick. Jacob Nemick. Representing Jacob Nemick is his sister Olivia Nemick.
Oh, you're giving me another one. Brian?
Amelia Stargiotti. Elizabeth Stargiotti. Kevin Stockel. Thank you. Evelyn Taco. Thank you. Audrey Taco. Thank you. And Shane Willard. Thank you, Presbyterian. Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Congratulations. That's
We'll make the rounds of the youth group.
Look at that.
Tom Conity, would you like to speak about Holy Innocents and the long stack of volunteers we have to honor tonight? Thank you.
At least it's not incognito.
My name is Tom Conity. I've been blessed to be the youth minister at Holy Innocents Church for the last 12 years. The kids that we honor are truly exceptional kids in our group. There are even many more. Some even like to be anonymous, all right, as teenagers will sometimes. But our mission is a simple one. You know, we preach the Word of God through action, all right, something they kind of taught me. They taught me that they learned from service, that they learned that it feels good to do good, all right? So our foundation is based in service and social justice, you know, for those less fortunate than ourselves. I'm not going to go down through a laundry list of things that we've done, but we do quite a few things. But I'd like to have my president speak on behalf of the teens, and that's Anya Stapleton.
So as Mr. Connie said, my name's Anya Stapleton, and I'm president of the youth group this year. And I think a lot of people probably have seen us doing random things throughout the community, whether it's at Pleasantville Day, youth masses at our church, Holy Innocents, or at the cottage school helping out kids, or probably one of the favorite things that we do throughout the year is breakfast runs. And I don't think you've ever seen so many teenagers smiling at 7 o'clock in the morning in the middle of the winter as you will there. But I don't think our participation would be even close to what it is without Mr. Conity, because he's there for us every day, every week, all year, and has always been helpful throughout all of our processes and trying to figure out what we want to do. Also, I'd like to brag about the unity of youth group, because I think that it's rare to find so many teenagers, because it ranges from 60 to 100 kids. You know, we have like 80 kids on our list, but we get only, 60 people at every meeting. But I think everyone, whether they're a freshman, a senior, or from out of town, feels really included and at home at youth group, which I think is really important. That's really kind of encompasses youth group without saying too much. But last and definitely not least are 7 other people who make up the leaders of the youth group. And they've been involved since day one, freshman year, first day there. They've come to everything, every meeting, every event. And they're Owen Rita, Maria Howe, Aaron Bigger, Maggie Sullivan, Greg Drillock, and James Lyden. And I'd like to thank the Pleasantville community for always helping and supporting us in all of our trials. So, thank you.
An impressive job, which comes as no surprise. A long list to honor, starting with James Bathon. Okay. Patrick Bathon. Aaron Bigger. Rachel Cooper. Terrence Crow. Greg Drillock. Not limping. Milton Eslicker. Thank you, sir. James Finnegan. Thank you. Alex Goldhorn. Brendan Halloran.
I just can't help it. I was being bad.
Michael Hammond. Thank you, sir. Elizabeth Hammond. Nancy Howe. Maria Howe. Caroline Kavanaugh. Caitlin Quiot. James Lyden. Unstoppable even on crutches.
Let's make him try to get to the smallest part. James, you don't even have to come back there.
Thank you very much.
We're going to give you a handicapped tag to hang on your crutch there. You're allowed to park in that seat. So, Liam Marmo. Katie McAllister. Thank you. Julia Mullery. Catherine Nicolai. Katie O'Neill. Amanda Posa. Owen Rita.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Gabrielle Santander. Anya Stapleton. Annie Stockel. Maggie Sullivan. Lauren Turenchok. And last but certainly not least, Stephanie Villa. Thank you. I'll leave those with you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys, not only for your help, but for all the group does all year long.
Well, they forgot one. Peter, you forgot one. You forgot one. I know you forgot one.
Oh, Claire.
Haven't got it on the list, so.
Luckily, one has a trustee as a father. That was forgotten. And when I asked her if she was coming tonight, I know she learned from the youth group because her response, oh, God. So, Claire Cunningham.
Don't worry. Thank you, Claire. If anyone else has been forgotten, do not suffer in silence, please. We have a smaller but equally important list from the Holy Innocents Education Program. Anyone like to speak about that? Welcome.
Thank you. The Religious Ed program runs on volunteers. It's all volunteers. And I would have been over here at 8 o'clock, except all my volunteers are in this room, where they should be at this time. So, I just want to thank them all for whatever they do, for everything they bring to the program. Certainly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Stay here, and then we'll call them up. From the Holy Innocents Education Program, Isabella Fitzgerald. Thank you. Matthew Gill. Nicole Guastella. Caitlin Malisak. Oh, I'm sorry. Maleska. Got that spelled wrong. We'll fix that. Amanda O'Leary. Thank you. Noel Salzarulo. Thank you. Joseph Trudeau. Daisy Younga. Cindy Zuna. So we'll get that fixed up. You can take that. We'll get that fixed up for you. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
Do you want a bag?
Here. Sure. Yep.
back to a program of the Presbyterian Church, the Appalachian Service Project. Welcome, Gail Zarek.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and the Village Board. My name is Gail Zarek, and I'm a volunteer leader for the Pleasantville Appalachia Service Project mission. At first glance, this mission sounds like a recipe for a disaster. Here it is. Take teenagers, bring them 600 miles or so to a remote, forgotten part of this country, and tell them, split them up in teams and send them to different strangers' homes where they'll spend a week repairing and rebuilding these people's homes using power tools. There may be snakes. Oh, by the way, it was 95 degrees this year. How does this crazy idea work? It works in large part because of this community. 15 years ago, the Presbyterian Church decided to adopt this crazy idea for our youth development mission-oriented program. The church has kept the faith that our kids can do this. It works because of adult volunteers who say, we're going to do the impossible, and we're going to do it with your kids. It works because of the kids themselves who don't know that they're doing the impossible, but they go down to Appalachia, they work hard and make homes warmer, safer, and drier. They come back with new friends and new perspectives on the world, and they tell their friends, and their friends come the next year. It works because of the great relationship this town has with the Appalachia Service Project, based in Tennessee, which really bills itself as a relational ministry with a little bit of home repair on the side. But most of all, it works because of you, our friends, our family, our community supporters, this town, small business owners who have taken ownership of this mission by supporting it and encouraging it. This year, when we went to Chapmanville, West Virginia, we sent 48 volunteers, of whom 28 were high school kids. They repaired 7 homes, doing everything from digging drainage ditches and installing walls in a windowless house in 95-degree weather, installing porches. Oh, by the way, jacking up a house that had a rotten sill plate. Didn't even dawn on me till months later that was truly the impossible. And many other projects. They touched people's lives. They were touched in return. And I'm really privileged to be associated with these youth who are being recognized today. Thank you.
A long and very well-deserving list, starting with Alicia Alvis. Thank you. Adam Bukeister. Michael Dharmaharaj. Brian Faulkner. Philip Garbarini. Thank you, sir. Followed closely by Dylan Garbarini. Eric Hughes. Owen Juros. Frederick Kalber. Ben Kelly. Brendan Largy. Rebecca Lord.
Yes.
Jack Lupica. Sophia Maldonado. Oscar Marchi. Owen McAndrew. Thank you, sir. Kiernan McCarthy.
Thank you.
Meg McCarthy. Sarah Mizell. Thank you. Claire Pickens.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Brendan Roney.
Thank you.
Karina Roy. Greg Santora. Kevin Stockel. Thank you, Kevin. Back for a repeat appearance, Evelyn Taco. And Audrey Taco.
Thanks again.
Shane Willard. Has Mindy commented about this as you go along?
Here's that for me every year. I just want you to know, right? We're not ashamed.
Jackson Wong. Thank you, all members of the Appalachian Service Project. Thank you, Gail. Also from the Presbyterian Church, the Challenge to Change program. Someone like to talk about that? Welcome back, Brian. No second backpack.
So I'm back to talk about Challenge to Change. We've been participating in this program for about a year and a half, and the idea was that there are some ideas that are just so challenging that it'll incite us to make a change in our own life. And over the past year and a half, we've had people talk about food justice issues and fair trade and immigration. And of course, along the way, we've gone to Florida to work with a migrant farm worker community there each summer. And this past summer, while we were there, we worked providing a vacation Bible school type program for over 60 children in the migrant farm worker community. And the people that we met and the relationships that were made and the things that we learned, I think really did, in fact, make a change in our lives. And it was really an incredible experience. So,
Thank you, sir. Stay here. All repeat honorees and well-deserving, Catherine Berg. Raise your hand. Callie Bronkema. Dylan Bronkema. Number 99, Shane Willard. Thank you, Brian.
Congratulations again.
Do we have a representative from the J-Teen Leadership Program? Welcome.
Thank you. First, I want to say thank you to our mayor and the village board for acknowledging our many, many wonderful teens in Pleasantville. It makes me, yet another reason, it makes me proud to live here. I'm here because I'm Hillary Mara, the program developer of J-Teen Leadership. And what that means is we're a Jewish youth group in Westchester County. And I help the teens develop the programs. It's all teen-led. These boys who are being recognized for their service started in 8th grade, went to the Gulf Coast, rebuilt after Hurricane Katrina, and they have continued to rebuild here after Hurricane Sandy. They've worked on midnight runs. They'll be delivering food to the elderly and working in a soup kitchen. Everything is teen-led, so some things work out, some things I guide them through conversations that may or may not work out. And we welcome teens of all faiths. It's really a great unity. We work with other youth groups throughout the county to develop that. So thank you very much for acknowledging these teens.
Thank you, Hillary. Honoring tonight from J-Teen Leadership, Jake Mara. Josh Wallen. And Michael Weinberg. Thank you.
Hillary, we'll give you some.
Come around that way and get the...
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Pleasantville High School ECHO Community Service Organization has existed for a very long time and does extraordinarily good work. Is there someone who would like to speak about the work of ECHO? Oh, come on. No takers. ECHO stands for Encouraging Children to Help Others. It's the high school community service club, which gives not only to the community of Pleasantville, but to surrounding communities both here and abroad. This group is recognized for the dedication to programs such as the New York State award-winning Blood Drive, the Mount Pleasant Library Tutoring Program, participation in Making Strides Against Breast Cancer, Leukemia Lymphoma Society, Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, and the Tina Gambino Memorial Walks. They also coordinate activities like the Pleasantville Cleanup Day, fall leaf raking programs with VIP Sports, and cooperative activities with local nursing homes, just to name a few. It's a great group of young people who carry on a torch that has been burning for a very long time, and we're proud to recognize them tonight. Starting with Minhoo Choi. Olivia Heinzman.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Alexa Cantor.
Thank you.
Aviva Klein. Katie McAllister. Owen McAndrew. Thank you. Danielle Murray. Christina Portanova. Ben Rosenshine. Dan Spina. Benji Taubenblatt. and Michael Zucker. Thank you, Michael. Pleasantville High School Echo, again, thank you all.
Thanks a lot.
The last on such an extremely long list of worthy students is the group from the Pleasantville High School Student Visions. Can I encourage you, Tony, to talk about visions? Welcome, Tony Emerson.
The Chamber of Commerce started Student Visions a number of years ago when they had this idea of how could we make Pleasantville an even better place to live, work. And so we brought together people from the government, from the schools, from business, and students. And one of the offshoots of this was Student Visions. And we have been working with the students, and Mrs. Pugliese, who is the advisor from the high school. And every year we have about 3 or 4 students from each group, and they do a lot of good work. They have helped with Pleasantville Day. They raise money for Guiding Eyes. They raise it for Smiling, so the children could get their teeth and so forth fixed, and just a lot of good work. So it's a pleasure to work with them. I've been working with them from the inception, and Shane, who is behind the camera, has helped too. So we're very, very proud of these children. They move up. It's amazing how they're children from the same family. It's catching, I think, because the younger siblings move into the program. And what they do is work with the other students and help to create a goodwill and have children participate in the community, both our own community and a wider community. So we're really proud of them.
Thank you. Honoring tonight Hannah Baileys. Rebecca Lord. Welcome back. Co-President Isabella Schwartz. Co-President Stephanie Villa. Thank you. And back for a repeat visit, Michael Zucker. Thank you, Michael. I want to thank you all. Again, if we've misspelled anything, let us know. We'll fix it. If we've forgotten anyone, let us know and we'll catch up. I want to thank, certainly, first and foremost, all these young people who have contributed so much to the community. I certainly want to thank all of the organizations, the churches, the schools, the adult volunteers who run all of this, and last but not least, the parents who have made all of this possible. So many repeat visitors, so many kids from the same family. They're all teenagers now, but if you'd like to consider having another round, we'd be happy to have them. So. Thank you all. A happy night in Pleasantville. Welcome back. We had a brief break while everyone filed out from our youth recognition night. Again, congratulations to the kids, the families, and the organizations who do so much good work on behalf of the community. Let me just circle back to some announcements. I want to report on a raft of special events we had. There was a Veterans Day ceremony held on the 11th, on Monday the 11th, organized by the Fancher Nickel American Legion Post, and it honored 3 veterans, Jimmy Rao, Lou McKinney, and Sergeant Danielle Weldon. A really, really nice event. And it was followed up on Wednesday by a veterans breakfast that took place at the Clinton Street Center, organized over there by our extraordinary staff. It included Ms. O'Hara's 5th grade with a presentation for the veterans, as well as songs led by Dorian Nuccio, who is the middle school music teacher and helps mightily. So it was a really nice event and a sequence of events for Veterans Day that I think will be long remembered by the honorees. I also was at BRS earlier this week for the Pajama Pep Rally, which is the culmination of a really amazing project called the Stuff a Bus campaign, where kids and families contribute pajamas, new pajamas, for families that are in need and for foster kids. And it was a remarkable result that ended with a very long line of BRS students marching out of the gym with bags of donated pajamas, books, and toys, literally filling up an entire school bus. More than 1,200 pairs of pajamas and lots of books and toys donated. And that was by the report of the people who run this program for many schools in the region, the biggest contribution ever in the history of the program. So congratulations to all of them. Our farm market continues. The last outdoor market is this week, the 23rd. I've got that right, Mindy?
That's correct.
The market is closed on the 30th, the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and then it reopens the following week, December 7, with the first indoor market of the year over at Pleasantville Middle School. So last outdoor market this weekend. Stock up for the Thanksgiving table. I mentioned earlier at the outset that we have a joint work session at our next meeting with the Pleasantville Planning Commission on the Toll Brothers and the benchmark submissions. Both of those involve rafts of documents that have been submitted by the applicants. Those are all up on our website at pleasantville-ny.gov if anyone wants to dig into the details. We have made some comments, as have our consultants, that have been sent back to the applicants for clarification or further submissions, and we'll be sitting down at our next meeting in work session with our Planning Commission to go over all of that. I want to just report what a number of people have asked me about, and that is we are soon to close on the sale of the train station building, the home of the Iron Horse Grill. The Iron Horse has recently been sold to Andrew Economos, who has taken over the business, and he's also offered to buy the building, and we have agreed to sell it to him. The building clearly no longer has any municipal use, and it's a great opportunity to return a good and iconic building of Pleasantville into private hands. We expect to close on that hopefully within the next couple of weeks. The building is being sold with the proviso that the exterior cannot be changed without the approval of the village, and it is essentially going to remain the icon it has always been, which I'm happy to report is not only going to be the legal requirement for this owner and future owners, but is also the hope and intent of Andrew Economos as he acquires it. I want to congratulate Mike Testa, who was honored by the Chamber of Commerce for his, I think, 29 years of service as the building inspector in the village of Pleasantville. He is threatening to retire at some point in the year 2014. We'll see about that, but in the meantime, a well-deserved honor, and I think it's a telling report that the Chamber of Commerce brought together an awful lot of people who have, by the nature of the businesses they're in, worked with Mike Testa in various kinds of projects. There are lots of communities in which that would turn into a pitched battle. In ours, there is both a grudging respect for Mike's expectation that things be done right, but also a very sincere appreciation for the good spirit as well as the willingness to try to expedite things and make things happen on behalf of the business community. So congratulations to Mike, and thanks to the Chamber of Commerce for doing that. Several of us were the other night in White Plains at an event by Westchester Residential Opportunities honoring former mayor and former county legislator John Nona. He was the honoree at the WRO annual event, and also a well-deserved honor, John having served ably in both of his previous elected positions. Last on my list of these long list of activities in the last couple of weeks, I went the other night to the retirement dinner for Mount Pleasant Police Chief Lou Alagno, who is retired from that position. Chief Alagno has played a significant role in cooperative activities with the village of Pleasantville over a very long time, and we wish him well in retirement, and I was glad to attend that event. and express that on behalf of the village. Anybody else have anything?
I think it's only, I guess given the night, only appropriate to congratulate the high school football team too for
Yes.
a remarkable season. It was, I know the kids were, it's a heartbreaking loss, but I can tell you they made everybody in the stands from Pleasantville proud by the way that they played and the sportsmanship that they demonstrated. So
And
congratulations.
the track
to the
team also.
Pardon me?
The track team also.
Oh, and
cross-country.
the cross-country team as
Cross-country,
well, yeah. Absolutely.
So the Pleasantville football team fell to Marlborough in the quarterfinals of the state championships. And am I correct that
They came in
boys
third.
cross country came in third
Yeah.
in New York State
The state.
in their division, which is got to be,
fantastic.
is that an unprecedented result in the history of?
We've only had one, we never went as a team, well, since a long time as a team. We did send separate runners. They made single quals to the states back when in 08, or 06, we sent, gosh, I'm forgetting his name, but he went as a single representative to states.
Well, at any rate, congratulations to all.
I can't believe it. He's one of my son's best friends, and I can't remember his name. He graduated with our daughters.
It's all right, Mindy, you'll be forgetting
It's a
more and
senior
more.
moment.
We've
I'm
arrived at that
sorry.
age. I know who you're talking about.
You do, right?
You forgot her name, too?
My daughter's name?
To the right is Colleen, to the left is the mayor. With the case.
This is Pleasantville.
Oh, God. I'll remember it by the end of the meeting.
Oh, jeez. She's just gonna,
I
I
can't
know
remember
where
it
he
either.
lives.
now she's gonna
I
start
can-
blurting things out. Okay, let's go.
Let's just say he's immortal in the village.
But I will say that it was that team, that cross-country team that won sectionals, and they did a great job through the years, but they never as a team in the modern history made it to the States, which was, you have to send 5 people, so. that's-
Great.
While we're on that subject, thank you to my colleague Jonathan Cunningham, who is Johnny on the spot, with a camera around his neck at almost all of these
All
events.
sporting events. Yeah.
And was there at the football game with your long lens. So.
Ah, yes.
That's only so he gets to watch the game on the field. Didn't I see you on the Giant sideline this weekend too?
I wish.
With a press pass?
No.
Are there any oral communications?
That's you.
That would be you. Welcome, and
You
let us
do.
know who
You have
you
to do
are
the
and
whole
where you
9
live,
yards, Yvonne.
even though we know.
Are you sure? I'm Yvonne Van Court. I live at 101 Church Street, Pleasantville, actually, in the town of Mount Pleasant. But I'm here tonight as a small business owner. Do I look at you or do I look at the camera? This
You
is
look
great.
whatever you want.
You do whatever you want.
I'm just here on behalf of the holiday seasonal fourth quarter parking. I'm hoping that we'll see hoods on all the meters and cards on the muni meters behind our store. Makes a very big difference to the traffic that we get. And it's been a rough year for a lot of us. In a lot of ways, commerce is down. And so we're really looking for this end of year to give us all a little boost. And I don't know how it's going to play out with, Hanukkah is going to be
So early.
done
Yeah.
2 weeks before we do our kickoff. So that's a little weird and awkward. I'm hoping that people will remember that Hanukkah is next week and start their Hanukkah shopping. But it's and with the warm weather, I don't know that anybody's in the spirit, and those hoods really will, I think, boost some of the attention to what's going on.
All right, so stay there. The resolution that we have on tonight,
Yes.
which I have a feeling you are going to lobby us to change,
All by
suspends parking meter fees for the time allowed on parking meters, excluding 12-hour meters and the 3-hour meters in the Manville Road parking lot from December 13 through December 30 for the holiday season. So that, as it's written now, would
That's a marked change. From
would exclude the
What did you
3-hour
remember it
meters.
as?
It's every. I think The 12 hours were still in effect because that really is commuters, not shoppers.
Yes, 12 hours
But that the
always, yeah.
meter behind has had a little sign.
Yes, we have wrapped that up.
Posted up over the
The 3
front
hours.
side.
The muni meter,
The
yeah.
muni meters.
What are your thoughts on that, Patty?
I don't know why it says that, I'm sorry, Yvonne. That meter, that lot's always been exempt as well.
So
I
that,
thought so, yeah.
right,
yeah.
it would be the meters as well as the
It's just the
pay and display
12-hour.
lot.
I think it's just the 12 hours. are
And the
still
same
in
would
effect.
be true of the lot between the Bagel Store and Holy Innocents.
Yes.
Right, so
Yeah, it's-
all the
And-
meters would be bagged, and the muni meter would be,
And time
Right.
limits still apply.
Right.
And the parking enforcement agents do chalk them. I mean, I'm not saying, come on downtown and park there all day. But if people aren't like standing in line getting something wrapped and thinking, oh my God, it's going to cost me.
So
Yeah.
it's still a limit.
Right, no,
That really
understandable.
makes a difference.
all right,
What
so,
about these, when's your kickoff?
The chamber kickoff is I want to say it's the same weekend it always is. It's like the 8th. I'm looking at you, Patty.
No, it's the 14th and 15th.
Is it the 14th and
Yes.
15th?
All right, so we're good. We got it the 13th.
So we
got it.
started
so,
before
so
that.
we're doing it a week, actually a week shorter than we usually do.
Yeah, I remember it being.
It's
the-
usually
We do
the
2
8th.
weeks. We usually do a 2-week window.
I remember
It
longer.
used to be a month.
It
I
used to
do
be
remember it
many
being
years
longer than
ago.
2 weeks.
That is correct. It used to be the whole month of December.
Yeah, it
many
used to be
years
the
ago.
whole month. Yeah.
I thought it was the 3rd, like we started around the 3rd. But
Well-
I
you're
thought it
right,
was-
I think
recently
last
it's
year
been
was
the
the
8th.
8th. Yeah.
Patty, what, do you have it's an unfair question, but do you have a seat of the pants guess of the revenue loss if we,
Well, if
instead
we
of
did the
starting it,
10th.
instead of starting it Friday the
Oh, I have the
13th,
wrong year.
started it Friday the 6th? That is, bagged them Friday the 6th, taking effect the 7th?
Why don't we do
Can I be
the 9th?
politically correct and say whatever we lose, we'll make up in sales tax from the sales tax generated by the fine merchants of Pleasantville?
There you go. We'll do our
on the
best, let me
9th?
tell you.
Well, there's a thought, the
There's
9th, well, I don't know, I mean,
Because it's a day after the 8th. It was last year, the 8th was a Monday.
This
so-
is not, believe me, this is.
All right, so if we do it on the
It's fine.
9th, that would be, that's
Yeah,
a
and
Monday.
I think, frankly, that part of what the issue is when the kickoff is has less to do with shopping than with the person who goes around with the singers.
Yes, true.
And that the person who goes around with the singers isn't available that earlier weekend, and therefore it's been rolled
Okay.
back. I mean, that's what.
so
So
here's
the
my
9th
question.
would be better,
But I mean,
Yeah,
that would
the
mean
9th
the
would
weekend
be-
of the 7th and 8th, they wouldn't be bagged. Your point is, in part, the bagging of them is sort of a symbol of holiday shopping,
It gets everybody going.
It gets everybody going.
in which case,
So why not do the 6th?
why not do the 6th?
Exactly.
Are you going to lie down in
Yeah.
front of a bus about that, Patty?
No.
No, you're all right with that?
I may skydive, but.
Okay.
Oh, can I
Do
come?
it.
We'll go right
All
off
right.
the building, Patty.
Well, I'm glad I came.
I was going to
I
say,
am too.
let no one say that a visit to the board is not productive.
I will tell everyone how responsive
please don't.
y'all were.
All right.
No, you don't want
No.
that out there?
No.
So we're going to revise resolution number 239 to suspend the parking meter on the time allowed, excluding 12-hour meters, from December 7 through December 30. The reality being, we will actually start bagging them on the 6th, because that's when we have employees to do it.
That's fabulous.
Okay with that?
Through the 31st.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very, very
Through the
much.
30th. It would,
Oh, yeah,
Yvonne,
through
just
January.
if you could, one of the problems that we have with this is that unfortunately the merchants themselves start to park in those spots all day. So to the degree that you could get the chamber and everybody to be sensitive to that and self-police, that would help.
Jonathan, that is a fight that
I know.
I have a reputation.
I know.
Yeah.
we'll deputize you.
Which is
We
why
know.
I mention it.
Maybe you should be on the board then.
Yvonne, it's true, and you know this, that the day that this goes into effect,
They all park.
suddenly at 10 in the morning, there's no place to park on Wheeler. At least I know that.
Well, we'll
And-
be
And
very
it's because
judicious
guys at Sundance,
summons.
guys at the grocery store, they all park there, and they're feeding the meters all day. I'm in favor of this because I think it's good for shoppers, but still, it's a gift to.
It is a mystery to me why people do that.
I know.
Because it's so
defeats.
defeating for the whole purpose of
The,
what we're trying
the
to
grocery store
accomplish.
guy below us, he's just feeding the meter all day long with his truck right in the middle of Wheeler. So it's annoying. but-
Yeah. Yeah, no, I really, and I say things, I really do have your
And
attention.
Yvonne, I will vouch for those of us who are busily shopping for Hanukkah.
Thank you.
I'll be witness. My spare bedroom is loaded with presents.
Oh, good.
And I'm
All right,
really in
Judy.
this week
Great,
stocking up on all those children's books.
Grandma.
My grandson.
Grandma.
Go, Judy.
Yes.
Great.
It's great.
That's grandmother.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Yvonne.
Thank you, Yvonne.
Thanks,
By
Yvonne.
the way, the runner that made it to the States is Eddie Barrett. I remembered his name, and I've made the kid
You
breakfast.
Googled it.
No, I didn't. I started to text my son, and then I got Eddie, and then I was like, last name.
I think
I've
I'm sorry
made
I
the
brought
kid-
it up.
Yeah, the kid 8,000 times I made him breakfast. I just like,
All right, before we forget what we're doing, I suggest we go to our resolutions.
Please.
Colleen, number 237.
Resolved that pre-check register dated November 18th, 2013, covering check numbers 76758 through 76845, has been reviewed and they are hereby approved as listed below. Coming from the general fund, the water fund, the capital fund, the refuse fund, the pool fund, and the trust and agency fund, totaling $1,968,900.02.
Is there a second?
Second.
Patty, I noticed that this includes paying for our new garbage truck.
Yeah.
It does.
Has it
You're
arrived?
Seeing that on the road, it's fantastic. It has arrived, it's insured, it should be out and about.
it is
Okay.
out and about.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. We have to put the Pleasantville Recycles logo on the side.
I think it's already there.
It may already be on it? Okay, great.
Even with that, this is, I think, probably the biggest month
I think the
payments
retire-
I
retirement
have
system
seen.
bills are in-
That's
got some
nearly
retirements.
20% of our budget,
New York
so,
State retirement system bills.
yeah, yeah. It's always a big one, but
And
it's-
also, we're
Yeah.
paying $115,000 for the porch, the roof, $105,000
Yeah, capital.
capital.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, it's
All
a
right,
big-
all in favor?
Big bill.
Aye. Motion approved. Mindy.
Resolved that the Board of Trustees has reviewed the minutes of the meeting held on Monday, October 28th and November 4th, 2013, and they are hereby approved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Comments or corrections on the minutes? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved. Jonathan.
The Board of Trustees hereby suspends parking meter fees for the time allowed on parking meters, excluding the 12-hour meters, from December 6th?
Seventh.
Excuse me, the 7th, bagging the 6th, but the 7th through December 30th, 2013 for the holiday seasons.
Is there a second?
Second.
Comments or discussion? Thank you, Yvonne, for your comments. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Responsive government in action. Ask and ye shall sometimes receive. 240. Right.
Resolved that the Board of Trustees, based upon the recommendation of consulting engineers Hillman and Miley, hereby approves the change order submitted by High Tech Waterproofing and Restoration for additional masonry and copper flashing work necessary to complete the village roof repair project at an amount not to exceed $37,097.57.
Is there a second?
Second.
This is a change order necessitated by work that was identified when we put up the scaffolding for the roof repair. The lion's share of it is for masonry repointing and chimney repointing, but also some flashing work. As an aside, we met in work session with Kevin Miley, consulting engineer who is representing us on this project, and he reports the project is going along well and the scaffolding will probably be up for another 3 to 4 weeks. All in favor of number 240?
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved.
41.
Colleen.
Resolved that the Board of Trustees hereby surpluses a test bench valued at $600.
Is there a second?
Second.
Patty, this test bench is a water department.
At one time, we did meter testing for the types of meters that we had throughout the village. We don't have those anymore. We have electronic digital reads, so we don't need this, and we have an opportunity to surplus it. So it's recommended we do that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved. 242, Mindy.
Resolved that the Board of Trustees hereby approves the closure of various capital accounts. The account to be closed is the sidewalk fiscal year '08. Because the project was completed, there is no balance. Ozone generation Millwood, the project is completed, there is no balance. Library roof, project completed, there's a balance of $20,117.40, which would be transferred to the debt service general. The sanitation vehicle, purchased for less money, for a balance of $25,000, and that will be transferred to the debt service refuge.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion
Anything
approved.
purchased for less.
That's
Oh
good
my
news.
God.
Yes, went out the bid, came in less than estimated, so
That's
Amazing.
very rare. Well
Very
done.
exciting.
So we now have our two prime sanitation vehicles are both new, so
Right.
happy resolution after struggling for a while with some very old equipment. 243, Jonathan.
Resolved that the Board of Trustees hereby approves the following budget amendments, removing $4,782 from contingency to the finance, the vacation buyout, $186 from contingency to finance equipment, $661 from contingency to the debt service miscellaneous charges, $2,926 from contingency to the Clinton Street Center repair and maintenance line, and $2,391 from water contingency to the water administration vacation buyout, for a total of budget amendments $10,946.
Is there a second?
Second.
Comments or questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion approved. Any new business? Any further comment from the public? Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you all. Again, our next meeting is Monday, December 2 at 7 p.m., not 8. So our normal time is 8. We're starting at 7. The reason being that at 8 we begin a joint work session with the Planning Commission reviewing the status of the petitions and submittals for Benchmark and Toll Brothers request for zoning change. Congratulations again to the kids, the families, and the organizations that sponsor all the kids who were recognized tonight in our annual youth recognition. Good night. See you in 2 weeks.
Good night.
Good night.